All right, we are live. So, hello everybody. Um, let's we might give a couple minutes to let people filter in, but my name is Oliver T, and I'm here with Raj and Coach Andrew from Warhaven, and I apologize for the dog barking in the background. They like to bark at the most inconvenient times. And anyways, Kevin might be joining us later. Kevin from PTC is also part of Warhaven. What's up, Yanni? What's up, Gunther? Mike, Jason, and Danfo. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, we're just gonna have a discussion about what we're doing here at One Token and what Warhaven is doing with their Slayer token and whatever else you guys got going on. So how are you guys doing?
Doing good. Thanks for asking.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
doing well, thank you, man. We've, like I said a little bit earlier, we've been a little bit sick at the home lately, but we're doing all right, getting through.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah. It's been going around, but all right. Well, I see people are still filtering in. We got 10 people now. Anyways, is that barking like really loud?
It's cool. I'm cool with the barking.
Okay, I'll just mute myself when I'm not talking because the dogs just don't want to shut up. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Because I think there's a lot of people. Well, no, a lot of people in our community know you guys. Obviously, why not you guys tell us what's new with the Slayer token and what you guys are doing?
Sure. Thanks very much. We'll introduce ourselves first. Hi, guys. Name's Raj Masters. I'm the CEO of Warhaven, and I'm also part of the Warfi core team as well. Um, I've been in the DeFi sector since 2021. Joined crypto, doing like trading blue chip coins since 2019. My background, I've been in the financial sector, in the banking industry for 13 years before I came into crypto. So that's me pretty much in a nutshell. Over to you, Coach Andrew.
Thanks, Raj. So myself, so I'm co-founder and CEO of Warfi. So that was founded with Jason Baxter. Myself, my background is in fitness. So I was a personal trainer. I still am as part-time at the moment since for about 16 years now. And I've been involved in DeFi for about the last 3 or 4 years, kind of getting into crypto and then moving to the DeFi side of things. And that's where I met Jason, and we started Warfi.
Awesome. And so when did you guys get together and create Warhaven and the Slayer ecosystem?
Yes, of course. So me and Coach Andrew, we've actually known each other from previous projects where we were as investors. You might remember those DAO days with astronomical high APYs, paying like 1 billion percentage and everything. So we were like investors in those projects. And over time, Coach Andrew, along with Jason, they started the Warfi, project. And Coach Andrew, he offered me a position in Warfi back in 2022, in October, since he valued my skill set for on the math side and everything. So I came in as an investor, started doing some voluntary work, answering, and helping investors out as well, uh, before, I became part of the core team. And because I was so grateful for the opportunity that my dear friend Coach Andrew and Jason, who I respect a lot, is a good friend and I seem like a leader. I want to do something back, for them. So this is where I started designing alternative products to expand on the Warfi ecosystem, and that's where Warhaven basically came.
Awesome.
Over to you.
And that led to Slayer.
Mm. That's correct. We originally started with an alternative version of the trading bots that we utilize in Warfi. I wanted to make it more gamified, focus more on Bitcoin, since I believed at that time that Bitcoin was going to go higher. Fortunately, obviously, I was right in that sense, since Bitcoin was quite cheap back then. So with the Wi-Fi trading bots, where people they get their rewards in USDT, I wanted something where people can accumulate in Bitcoin. So we got the War Dragon versions out, which is the exact same trading bot as the successful Wi-Fi bots. It just it doesn't have the 50-50 like you do in the Wi-Fi trading bots. Instead, you have the option of where you can claim in wrapped Bitcoin, and you can now claim in the Slayer token, which we released back on 30th of January.
I gotcha. And so there was a phase 1 of Slayer token, and you guys have just entered phase 2. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the Slayer ecosystem, due to how much of a behemoth of a ecosystem it is, it's something that I have to release in phases. So phase 1, which we released during launch, it had a lot more tokens in its price ranges. It uses a completely different model set that's never been done before in DeFi, where instead of like automatic market maker, like in PancakeSwap LP tokens, where it usually focuses more on supply and demand for price, the Slayer mechanic, it uses our escalation de-escalation model, where the minimum reserve price keeps on increasing during every single transaction through fees and through our revenue source with the warbots that we have. So try to picture right now, like if you bought an asset right now, you got a token that's worth, let's just say, $5. And over time, every single month, the minimum value for that token keeps on increasing higher than the previous month. So next month, the minimum absolute value might be $6, where if every single person was to sell the token, it can never go below $6. Now, the month afterwards, maybe it's gone up to $7 right now, the minimum reserve price. So even if every single person sold, it can never go below $7. So one could say this is more like an insurance kind of thing, where your minimum value never ever decreases. It keeps on rising. Plus, we got the market price as well. This is the volatile range where people can do their swing trading. So our token, it recently reached $33, which was the highest so far, all-time high. Now remember, Slay token, the starting initial value of the token was $1 when it was created. So right now it went as high as $33, and obviously people will sell to do their swing trading. But our minimum reserve price at the moment right now is at $10. So even if every single person sold, it can never ever go below that. And that minimum reserve price is just going to carry on increasing for the life of the project.
So the minimum reserve price you said is $10?
Yes, it's currently at $10 right now.
Okay. And what's the current price of the Slayer token at the moment?
The current price is around $16 right now.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Due to its volatility, it goes sharply up and down when people are buying and selling. We actually have two tokens, actually. We've got the Slay token, and we also have the Shadow Slay token. The Shadow Slay token is our secondary token, which is backed by Bitcoin. And it also has a price appreciation mechanic involved in it as well. So this is actually an improved version of the Bitcoin that I designed. So if you see Bitcoin going up by, let's just say 10%, the Shadow Slay token will actually increase higher than 10%. If Bitcoin was to go down by, let's say 10%, it went down, Shadow Slay token will actually go down by not 10%, but maybe like 9% it's only going to go down by. So it will always perform better than what Bitcoin actually is doing. And with our revenue generation that we've actually got in our phase 4, that's going to be coming in the future, there's actually going to be funds that are going to be added into the Shadow Slay token, which will make the price appreciation a lot more faster than it currently is. Since we've launched on the 30th of January, Most of our users have made between 20 to 40% a month average, with some people who have made already 120% returns in just 2 months.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. How is this even possible? Where's the revenue coming from?
Well, this is where Coach Andrew comes in. He'll be able to explain more in details about the excellent Wi-Fi trading bots that we have. Coach Andrew, I'll leave that expertise to you.
Thank you, Raj. So on our side, what WarFi does is we have our trading bots, and we also do have manual traders. So it's a trading team, and they run under Shiny Jackal. So not sure if some people have heard of him, others haven't. He's been around for quite a while. So far, we've done, what are we up to now, Raj? 28 months? Well, this will be our 29th.
29th month coming right now.
29th month in the green consecutively. So we haven't had one negative month. The main focus around the trading strategy and how these trades are executed and managed, it's all about capital preservation. So we're not focused on trying to make crazy high returns, because with crazy high returns come crazy high risk. And with those kind of risks, that's when people's money can be lost. That's where you can get a negative month. We've seen it before in other projects where trades have gone wrong and they've lost 80% of investor funds or more, and many projects have fallen to this kind of a problem. So for us, the main thing is, as long as we're not losing any money and we're in the green, it can be 3%, it can be 5%, it can be 7%, it can be 10%, whatever the percentage is. We're not targeting certain numbers. We're just focusing on keeping true to the strategy, sticking to the rules of what we have in place, and maximizing the returns within that kind of a window, within that risk window. So that's how we manage the trading bots, and they're pretty much managed over like 24/7. We've got different people around the world, so different time zones, so they can kind of always be monitoring, tweaking, and doing all that kind of stuff for us. So what we do with WarFi is, having someone on the team like Raj Masters that wanted to do something and build something on top of WarFi. What we've done is had a trading bot as a service for Raj Masters to build his Warhaven on top of. So it's not so much that they have set up the same bots as us, because obviously that might entail having a different team trying to monitor and do all that kind of stuff with it. It's basically the funds that come through Warhaven get put into the WarFi pool to generate the same amount. So it's the same level of safety and security, the same levels of management and all that kind of stuff, to ensure that that revenue stream that comes through WarFi is the same that goes through into Warhaven, to make it as safe and secure as possible, and also to maximize those kind of returns.
Wow, that's awesome. That sounds great. And so this is bringing revenue into the Slayer ecosystem, which is Slayer token, and what was the other one called?
Shadow Slayer token.
Shadow Slayer, the Shadow Slayer token. And so that's how you have this ever increasing price floor, and and these just crazy price jumps.
Well, the way I've designed the mechanics for the escalation and de-escalation system for the Slayer token, where even if we never had any revenue stream, just so you know, okay, even if we never had any revenue stream, the minimum price will still keep on increasing, okay? That's without any revenue stream. But however, that will be very, very slow, of course, okay? And I always say that if a project does not have any revenue streams at all, then you're just relying on volume from other people's money. Now, I call that a Ponzi, basically. So that's why it is crucial for a project to have revenue streams always. It doesn't matter how good the product is. If you don't have external revenue stream, then you're just relying on new investors coming in. Now, what would you do if you didn't have any new investors coming in? So I designed a Slayer ecosystem where we are self-sustainable, where even if tomorrow not a single Slayer token was ever bought again, not a single one was ever bought again, those current holders who are holding the Slayer token or even the Shadow Slayer token, they will still see price appreciation and they will still make profit.
So how do you make the price floor just keep rising when, even if everyone sells? How
Okay,
is that
right.
something you can even explain?
Well, obviously there are certain secrets I don't wish to reveal, but how about I'll give you an example right now. Okay, um, I used to play roulette back in my days. I used to love playing that. Not sure if you ever played roulette. Now, the casino always has a house edge where on roulette you got 37 numbers in the European version, 38 numbers in the American version. And if somebody was to, win on a single number, they'll get paid out at 36 times their money. However, there was 37 numbers in place. So even if you were to place a bet in all 37 numbers, you're only getting paid back 36 times. So you're actually losing money in the long term. That's because the casino has put a control system in place to make sure over the long term they make in more revenue, you see. So the Slayer mechanics, it has certain conditions that are set in place to make sure that the minimum reserve price always keeps on increasing, you see. Okay. Now, if it was just a minimum reserve price increasing with no external revenue, then it's just a protocol that's just winning, basically, and then there's going to be some people who are going to be losing money over time, of course. And this is why it's important to have external revenue, because those external revenue from the trading bots that we have is what helps increase the LP more higher than the amount of money that's actually coming in from investors, which makes everybody come out with profit in the end.
Right. And so, I mean, I guess it's written into the contract. I'm just trying to figure out how that happens. But anyways, wasn't the last time I spoke to you guys, there was like and just get me back on track if I'm getting way off track here, but there was a trading card game you guys were telling me about or something like that, right?
That's correct. Yes, there was at one point during the early stage of development of the Slayer ecosystem, I wanted to have like the trading card game.
Okay.
This was something I want to expand on. However, during development of the Slayer ecosystem, I was in talks with my solicitor about setting up a legal company, for the trading card game.
Right.
After advisement from my solicitor, a lengthy advisement, due to how the UK regulation, etc., all the stuff that are happening and need more clarification, he strongly advised me not to mix a legal entity like creating a legal business like trading card with DeFi. So unfortunately, we had to scrap the trading card game. I informed the community, and I made some changes to the Slay ecosystem to make sure that our seed investors, those who purchased the Dragon bundle, because it's thanks to them that we were able to do the development for the Slay ecosystem. I actually made it more powerful, where I've set aside a dedicated trading bot, which I call it the Dragon bot, which is already compounding. It's compounding for the next for 12 months. So this
Nice.
is going to be extra, like rewards to them every single staking period. So these Dragon bundle holders, they're actually now going to be better off than what they originally was going to be back when we were planning on doing the trading card game.
Cool. So all the people who bought Dragon bundles now have this trading bot that's earning revenue for them, and it gets compounded. Is that
Correct? Yes. Yes. We did a vote with the community, well, with the Dragon bundle holders, and they voted that they wanted it to be compounded for the first 12 months, which is what it's doing at the moment.
very nice? And then when they get paid out, will they be able to choose how they get paid out, or is it in a
It's going to be paid out in a Shadow Slayer token.
Okay, interesting. All right, very cool. All right, so there's the Slayer token and the Shadow Slayer token. Those are That's what's in phase 2, correct?
Yes.
All right. And so what does the future look like? What's where is this heading?
Yeah, so we've actually got our phase 2.5 that's coming up in May. This is where our back liquidity for our Slayer token, which is currently in USDT, it's going to be changed into wrapped Bitcoin. This will actually make the token even more volatile. Already from phase 1 to phase 2 change, the price ranges, we've actually reduced our supply for all future price ranges by 95%. The supply has been cut already, and
Wow.
we've made it 20 times more volatile. This is why you're seeing these spikes of up to $33. And in a couple of months, you're going to see spikes of up to $100 or even higher. I actually purposely designed the Slay token to go into the thousands, which within 2 to 3 years, it will go into multiple thousands, mathematically been designed for it to do that.
Let me
So
ask a
that,
question real quick.
sure.
How many Slayer tokens are there right now?
Right now, there's about just over 4,300.
If you have, like, I don't know, let's say you have 100 Slayer tokens in your wallet, is there any kind of reverse rebasing going on there, or will you always have those 100 unless you sell them?
You will always have those 100 as you choose to sell.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Very cool.
And due to, like I said, I've reduced the supply by 95% for future ranges, the supply of the Slayer token, it will never go above 5,500 to 6,000. It'll never go anything higher than that. So the
Wow.
majority has already gone into circulation right now. Obviously, it's up to the individuals if they wish to hold or if they wish to sell early, etc. I know there are some people who are literally holding the token until the price goes above $100 before they start selling.
Right.
I actually designed the Slay token to help users to come out with 6-digit profits, actually, $100,000 profit. Mathematically, I designed it.
Wow.
And I like to do things realistically as well. So none of these moonshots like, yeah, you'll just make 10x in 1 month and everything, all that nonsense. Because the only way you can do stuff like that is pump and dump, that you see, is where
Right.
you're selling on top of other people and you're taking all the liquidity pool. This is why I designed it with a guaranteed minimum value that will keep on increasing. And as we use our revenue sources to pump the price, we want our holders to basically sell on top of us as we do those spikes so they can take profits.
So to lock in that minimum price, because whenever people sell, their Slayer tokens are going into the LP. So even if everyone were to sell, there's still going to be, I guess, are you burning tokens? Is that how you get that reserve price to go up, or the minimum?
Our Slay token and even our Shadow Slay token, it's a mint and redeem system.
Okay,
So when somebody does sell, the token obviously gets redeemed. It's out of circulation.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I've heard of something like that. That's okay. And then, how is the Shadow Slayer token different from the Slayer token?
So the Shadow Slay token, because that's backed by wrapped Bitcoin, and it has an appreciating price mechanic where when somebody buys or sells, there's obviously fees, taxes to those tokens, of course. A certain portion of taxes goes into the liquidity pool for the Shadow Slayer token. So the LP is always increasing faster than the amount of supply that is increasing. And the only way you can get Shadow Slayer token is actually through Slayer token. Because when you get your Slayer token, you can either sell it for USDT or you can sell it, which we call alternative redeem, where you can choose to have Shadow Slayer token instead of USDT. So to get into Shadow Slayer token, you need to go through the Slayer token. And the other thing about the Shadow Slayer token is in the future, we'll be releasing Shadow Slayer staking, you see, which will become like an exclusive club where you need to have a certain amount of Shadow Slayer token to be able to stake it. Now, this will use the proof of holding concept. So your tokens are going to be in your wallet. You can sell them whenever you want. So even when you're staking it, it does not mean that your tokens are locked or then you're free to sell them whenever you want. And you can earn up to 10% in staking because I've already got some trading bots that are already building up for that for the future. For when Shadow Slayer staking does come live in, which will be approximately 2 years from now. So I'm
Okay.
building everything in phases over time.
Right. Right. Does anybody have any questions in the?
I'm gonna have to jump off just quickly. So thank you guys for having me. Like I said earlier, because my little one is sick, I couldn't stay on for too long. So appreciate you letting me join into this AMA as well. But I'm gonna have to go. I'll catch up a little bit later. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Coach Andrew. Nice talking to you.
Bye.
So Raj, so you have to have a Slayer token to get the Shadow Slayer token. Are they paired together? Is that what it is, or?
Oh no, it's just basically swaps into a Shadow Slayer token. So let's say right now I bought myself 10 Slayer tokens right now. And now I'm in profit and I want to sell for USDT. I might say, hey, you know what? I don't want USDT. Instead, I want Shadow Slayer token. So what I do is the Slayer token, it gets sold first, and the USDT, instead of it going into my wallet, that USDT mints Shadow Slayer token. So it's actually backed. The USDT swaps into that Bitcoin, and then it mints the Shadow Slayer token and drops it into my wallet.
Now, all of this sounds like it's probably in a Dapp. Like you have to go to a certain Dapp to get these tokens, or can you
That's
get them?
correct.
Okay.
That's great. Everything's done on the DApp. When you have like a control system to do all these functions and features, you can't do it unfortunately on a DEX. You see, you need to create your own DApp for the users.
Yep. It would be great if DEXs had some more. I don't know, some more functions, but I don't know. I'm sure there are some, but the big ones don't. Yeah. So, how has it been working? Because sometimes these DApps, have some little, issues and people have trouble with them. Has it been working well?
Everything's been going quite great, actually. The developers that we have, these are the same developers who work on our Wi-Fi products as well. And they are the developer who designed the mechanics for the Slayer. Not very many developers would actually be able to grasp the maths behind it, you see, So we were fortunate that we've got our developer Recursive, so giving credit to him, and also Strix as well, our developer, giving credit to them both for this.
Yeah.
They were able to do that, but it did take us months of preparation just to be able to create the DApp and the mechanics behind it, and a lot of testing, back-end testing I had to do.
Yeah. I've been watching some of the things that Kevin's been working on, like the PXA V2, and I guess they're going into something called Phoenix token now, and I see how complex it is and how much testing goes into those things, and it's so that's why I was asking, how's everything working? Because I know that it's totally uncharted territory, so that's great that everything's working well.
Yes, the Phoenix token is basically our first Slayer as a service token. So obviously that token belongs to PTC, and we'll be opening up the option for other projects as well, where they can use the Slayer mechanics as a service. You see, so Phoenix is basically our very first. And when we develop a token for another project, so like using Phoenix as an example, it will have its own identity, you see. So like Slayer, it has certain unique features like Calamity events and Ragnarok events that it has. Phoenix will not have calamity or Ragnarok event. Instead, what it'll have is unlimited price cap appreciation, and it'll have a faster reserve price appreciation. So this makes Slayer better for swing trading, while it makes Phoenix better for more spikes in value. So people like
Wow.
to see, like, oh no, look at that price. Okay, it's gone from $1 to like $50, $100. Phoenix is basically the way to go. Okay.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want to multiply your earnings, through swing trading, then Slay is the way to go. So it gives each one a unique identity. And the other cool thing is we've actually got our phase 3, which will be coming in May as well. Phase 3 is we're creating a bazaar system. This will allow our users to do things like limit orders and market orders in our DApp, where they can set the prices of each token that they want to buy and sell. So somebody could like let's say they got 50 Slayer tokens, a Slayer Heaven token,
Mm.
and they want to sell all 50 for $20. They could just list it at that price, and then a buyer can come in and say, okay, I'm going to buy that for $20 each token, and the fees also will be half the price compared to the DApp. Now, if somebody wanted to buy from the DApp, each time they're buying the token value is going up higher and higher, which means it's costing them more. So by buying it through the bazaar, it's at a fixed price that they can buy it. And it's
Right.
also the fastest, easiest way for somebody to accumulate a lot of tokens, since they can just buy it from each other at set prices rather than that volatility in the DApp. And this
Right.
actually makes it good for some of our NFT holders who have discount wallets where they've purchased a discount NFT. This reduces their fees by up to 90%. So they could technically buy the Slay token or even the Shadow Slay token from the DApp, and then they can just list it on the bazaar to sell to other people who, for them, it'll be beneficial because they can buy it cheaply from them and they become the suppliers of those tokens, giving them a good profit margin as well.
Wow. That sounds amazing. And so, what are these NFTs that you just mentioned?
These NFTs, they're currently only available to our investors who actually hold a product. So, like the Dragon Bottle holders or our trading bots. And these NFTs, they reduce the fee. So, like our Slay token, it has a mint fee of 15%. Okay. So if they were to buy those discount NFTs, which gives up to 90% discount, instead of 15% being charged, it charges them 1.5%. So this gives them more opportunities for swing trading because they're paying such minimum fees.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Huh. So now I'm just like, how how does the NFT surpass the taxes? How you just work that into the DApp? Is that what it is? That's
Uh,
so many functions that you've put into this. It's amazing.
you have no idea. I mean, the amount of countless nights. I mean, my community, they have seen the amount of nights like where I'm not sleeping until like 2 p.m. the next day or something like that because I'm doing so many testing, so many,
Yeah,
designs I'm doing and improving on things.
yeah,
And they deserve it. They trusted me and the team. They put their
sure.
hard-earned money, to help fund the development of this. And as an investor myself, being in a lot of these other projects in the past, I have seen failings by certain project leaders, even on their models on how they do things. So I looked at what they did wrong, and I looked at what can I do to improve on things and make it profitable for the investors, and also make it sustainable for the project as well. So I'm looking at it from an investor's point of view.
Right. That's smart. That's smart. That's very good. Zachary is saying he truly lives and breathes it. So he's agreeing with you. And no exit, no problem was asking where is the Warhaven website at. I in the description I actually put their Discord. So when I don't know if you can see it now or once the video posts, once we end this, you'll be able to go to their Discord, and then all their info is there. So if people want to learn more where in your Discord would you send them to? Is there a white paper for all this stuff, or?
Yes, so if they go into our Discord, they'll see at the top there's Slayer strategies videos. So we actually created some videos as well. There's
Okay.
4 videos which shows each of the different, strategies for the products. Some of them will be updating them, of course, because we've now moved into phase 2.0, and because we're going to be moving into phase 2.5 next month, we will be updating those videos, of course. Okay, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
got all the relevant information there, and also in the official link, you'll be able to find our white paper, which will have the bulk of the information for all of our products, like the Whelp Dragons, the Dragon Slayer NFTs, etc. It'll have all those information in there, and we will be updating them as we release our next phases, of course.
Great. Very good. Very good.
We also got our phase 4 coming as well in June as well, which will have the incremental buy system as well. I'm really excited for that because right now it's like a good opportunity for people to accumulate as many Slay tokens as they want, or they can do the swing trading. It's completely up to them. The way I
And
designed it is like, you know how like sometimes you see like in certain projects, I've been in the past where founders are always saying like, hold on to the token, don't sell, just hold on to it. They keep on
Mhm.
saying that. And I always thought, like, why should we have to hold on to the token? Why are we not free to sell when we want to sell? If the price goes up and I want to take profit, why can't I do that? With the Slay token, I designed it where, you know what, if you want to sell, sell, no problem at
Yeah.
all. You're not forced to hold on to it because at the end of the day, the minimum reserve price, it cannot decrease. It will always keep on going up. And phase 4, with the incremental buy system that we've got in development, this is basically going to be using our revenue stream to do incremental buy system where it's going to be pushing the market price up every single day incrementally, allowing our holders where, you know what, they could buy at, let's say, $15 or $20 or even $30, right?
Mhm.
And since we're pushing the market price up ourselves through our incremental buy system, and let's say they bought it at $30 and we've pushed the price up to, let's say, $40, that person can now just sell on top of us and take profit.
Mhm.
And that's what we want. We want you to sell on top of us. Take your
Right.
money, take it, chill, spend it on your loved ones, pay some bills, do whatever.
So
Put money back in the
yeah,
community's hands.
very cool. And with each new phase, are the tokens staying the same? It's just you're adding different elements to the revenue streams, or you're adding something to the Dapp. Are the tokens in people's wallets, like are they getting like a V2 of these tokens, or are the tokens staying the same?
Tokens are staying the same, basically.
Okay.
All we're doing is basically we're just adding some new features on. And the biggest change is going to be in phase 2.5, of course, where the back liquidity is going for the Slayer token Heaven. It's going to change from USDT to wrap Bitcoin to make it even more volatile. So this way, as Bitcoin goes up, the price of the token obviously is increasing. Plus, we've got our incremental like escalation system as well, as people can see how volatile it is right now. It'll just make things even more crazy. Because right now we have swings of up to like 40% a day or even 80% a day, and that other day we had like a swing of up to 200% in one day, and that's what I
Right.
want. I want people to
Yeah.
see those swings and get those swing trading opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Zachary is saying the hardest, easiest, best part of this system is multiple ways to gain, choose your own adventure. Very cool.
That's He's a smart dude.
Yanni's saying it's at $27 now, so he might be letting people know that maybe it pumped or something, because it was at $16, I think you said.
Yes.
So it's at 27 now. No exit saying thanks. Um, and so like when these price spikes happen, like how can people know about this? Is there a way? Is there a bot in your Discord that's showing this? Is there ways to like set alerts? Is there because
Our Slayer event channel. So if you go into our Discord, you'll find a channel just above the newcomers channel that says Slayer event channel. Here, whenever somebody does transactions, when they mint or redeem, The price bot basically displays how many tokens were bought or sold, and it'll also display the price as well for users. And when we do trigger a calamity event, in the future, when the price reaches a certain value, a calamity event is going to trigger. So I wanted to explain a little bit about that so people are aware. Um, Oliver, like how when you buy something, let's just say you bought Bitcoin at like $70,000. Okay, now you want to dollar cost average in. When you see like Bitcoin has gone from 70,000 to let's say 50,000, you'll see it as a great buying opportunity to accumulate more because you believe that Bitcoin is going to go more higher in the future. So this is reducing your average buy value. Okay. So with the calamity event, what happens is during certain set stages that's been designed by the system, the price will go from whatever price it triggered a calamity event down to the reserve price to give people that buying opportunity to buy back cheaper. And remember,
Right.
like I said, from our phase 4, with our incremental buy system, we're going to be able to push the market price up again. So this allows somebody to accumulate tokens whenever calamity event happens to buy back cheaper. And then as our market price goes up through our incremental buy system, you can just sell all of those for more profit. I just keep on like it's to help encourage people to like buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. Because I've seen too many times where people have, how shall I say, they've been buying high, selling low, unfortunately, which is the opposite of what we want. So I put in this control system to help people to start learning how to buy low and sell high.
Very nice, very nice. And I see Jason and Andy were helping me out when I asked that question. They said end of the month is a good time to join War Dragon as the money is put into trading at the first week of each month. And Andy said there's a chart on the Dapp, so for keeping track of the price.
Oh, there's another thing as well, Oliver, I wanted to mention. Our War Dragons do have a certain special, unique perk, actually. Now, there's multiple tiers to our War Dragon. There's the Dragon Egg. The minimum entry is $50. Okay. And then when your pool reaches $900, it upgrades into a War Dragon. And after that, you got the Dragon Lord, Dragon King, and Dragon God tier. Now, depending on your tier that you have, if you were to claim your monthly profits in Slayer token, you actually get a discount. So remember how I said earlier on that there's a 15% mint fee for the Slayer token. If you own a Dragon Egg, which is the lowest tier, and when you claim your profits, if you choose to claim it in Slayer token, you get a 50% discount in fee. So you pay 7.5% instead of 15%. So this discount increases as the higher your tier is. So if you got a War Dragon, it's a 60% discount. A Dragon Lord, it's a 70% discount. And the Dragon King is a 80% discount, and the Dragon God is a 90% discount. So this also gives people a unique perk, for the trading bot as well. That as the trading bot increases, they get higher discounts when they're going into the Slayer token.
Wow. All right. Well, that sounds amazing. So anybody have any questions for Raj? So no eggs and no problem is saying, how do I buy these tokens?
You just go into our link, into our Dapp. You'll find it in our official link, and you just connect your wallet and just buy with USDT.
Okay, very cool. All right. Do you have any closing thoughts you want to leave us with before we go into talking about 4 token?
Well, I think I've spoken about the bulk of the ecosystem right now. What I would say is our ecosystem, the Slayer, is always growing. And I've already said to the community that it'll take me 2 years to bring everything out. We've got some exciting things that are coming out in the future, like utilizing the Dragon Shard points that people earn whenever they're doing transactions, with the Slayer or Shadow Slayer token. And there's going to be some exciting products coming out where you can use your Dragon Shards to go like on a spear grid system and unlock rewards where you get paid monthly rewards that you get paid, and you can use those points to get free tokens that you can exchange for profits. This will
Nice.
all be provided by the treasury. So that's something that'll be coming out early next year.
Well, very cool. We'll have to do another one of these because there's a lot of information. So, very cool. Sounds like you guys got quite a roadmap ahead.
Thank you.
You use USDT. Oh, Yanni says it's $18 now.
Like I
Look
said,
at
it's
that.
very volatile.
Yeah, goodness. And how long, Yanni, how long did people have to get it at $27? Did you see how long it stayed there? Need USDT on Polygon to buy into Dragon Egg. Yeah, let me see how long ago. $27 was at 7:40, and so 7 minutes later, it was down to 18. He said 10 to 15 minutes it was there. Nice. That's a pretty good amount of time to get in there. Nice. Yeah.
And like I said, in a couple of months' time, okay, you'll be seeing the market price of Slayer reaching $100. Once our phase 4 is out, it's just going to skyrocket.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. So people are still very early if they jump in now.
That's
awesome. Well, that was very enlightening, and I still have a lot to learn. So I'll definitely be jumping into your Discord and asking you guys some stuff about that, and we'll have to do another one of these AMAs. And let me see when I go into there. So No Exit is saying when I go into the Discord, I don't see the Dapp, just the contract addresses.
You'll find it on the official link. There it'll say the Slayer trading Dapp. It'll say I'm on the YouTube, so let me just see if I can help him out here. One moment.
Is there like an official links tab or something?
Yes, that is. Yes. Let me
Okay.
just get that. One moment. Right, I'm just going to post in the Discord right now on the newcomers channel.
All right.
There, I've posted it.
All right. Pretty sure it's something like this. I've posted 2 Dapp URLs above. All right. I'm not seeing them in the comments. Are you guys talking about in their Discord? I guess so. Well, anyways, it seems like you guys got a lot going on. It was in the comment that YouTube's blocking links. That's why I couldn't see it. Raj, if you send me those links, I'll put them in the description. I'll add them in the description.
Yeah, I'll just send that to you right now.
Just send those to me in our chat group on Discord.
Yeah,
I'll be sure to add them in. All right. Well, you guys got a lot going on. We got a lot going on at One Token as well. Okay, just got it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that, to discuss that. I've read the white paper.
Yeah, for 4 Token.
Yep, that's correct. The one that you sent me the other day.
Yep. I made 2 white papers recently. One was just for 4 Token, and the other one was for our whole ecosystem. So I sometimes get confused which one I sent people. But yeah, we just put out 4 Token 10 days ago, and it is a BNB reflection token. It has a 14% tax on buys and sells, and 100% of that tax is swapped over to BNB and sent out to holders of 4 Token. And the only requirement is you have to hold 1,000 tokens or more of 4 Token, which 4 Token has a 4 million total supply, and 1,000 tokens right now would cost you maybe $60, something like that. And at the current price, it's about 4.5 cents last I checked. And you just, every time that threshold is reached, which does not take much volume at all, it's about $500-600 of volume, triggers the contract to swap the tokens it's been receiving over to BNB, and then it sends that BNB out to holders automatically. It just airdrops the holders. And if it can happen as often as every 2 hours, if we've got the volume, otherwise it just waits for that threshold to be reached, which, like I said, it's very low. It only takes about $70 worth of tokens. It's the threshold is 0.1% of the LP depth, which right now the LP is about $70,000. So it's about $70 worth of tokens that the contract collects, and that triggers the swap over to BNB, and then it just sends those tokens automatically out to people. And it's been working perfectly. Everything's been working great. Because Yanni's saying, did I say 0.1%? 0.01% of the LP depth is the threshold. And so it's just a simple, reflection token that pays out in BNB. So just holding these tokens in your wallet, and you can just watch the BNB growing in your wallet every day. It's been a lot of fun. I've been watching it for the past few days, and usually I never have any BNB gas, and now that's never a problem. I've just always got BNB there. It's great.
That's one of the good things I like about the 4 token, and it's very rare to see project giving 100% of the taxes back to the community, And what I really liked that you did was you made it quite affordable, where you just need to hold only 1,000 tokens. Okay. Now this actually mathematically helps out the ecosystem a lot more than people may realize, you see, because it encourages people to buy to get to that 1,000 tokens at least. Okay. And that way, those people with 1,000 or higher are the ones who are receiving the rewards. And one of the good things that I learned about the 4 token was any token in the LP does not actually get the BMP. So this means holders are actually getting more BMP than what they actually own, because the LP is not receiving those BMP, it's going back to the holder. And another unique thing as well, which I found very smart, Oliver, that you and your team that did, was the 1,000,004 tokens that you lost own, the treasury owns, how you can earn the BMP rewards on that. So this is BMP that you can now utilize to support the whole ecosystem. And that's a good thing, because how a lot of projects where you see they go from the first token to the second token to the third token, then they kind of abandon and forget those previous tokens. It's almost like a new thing coming out. But you, Oliver, I think you're the first person that I've met, and I respect you for this, where you do not abandon your people. You look after every single holders. So my respect to you for that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're doing the exact same thing that you guys are doing. You guys take good care of your holders. The way that we designed this ecosystem, because it was Yanni and Lucky, my teammates, who came up with 2, 3, and 4 token. I just came up with 1 token. That's the only thing I take credit for. But we created all these tokens to support each other. So 1 token was the first one, obviously, and it's like our store of value token. It's a low supply, low tax token that burns the supply down and builds up the liquidity simultaneously. And then 2 token is paired with 1 to create like arbitrage trading opportunities. And 2 token is another, low supply, low tax token. And the fact that it's paired with 1, it's kind of a hedge against 1. And if you just hold 2 token, eventually it'll be worth more 1 tokens. Right now it's worth like 16 1 tokens, I think. Eventually I see it getting to 50 or 100 1 tokens. 1 2 token being worth that many 1 tokens, as more people swap their 1 over to 2. And then 3 token was created with a 10% tax. It's another low supply token. There's only like 129,000 tokens in 3 token, and a 10% tax, and 100% of that tax is actually used to buy 1 token and then swap over to 2 tokens. So in essence, 3 token is there to pump 1 and 2. and so they're kind of supporting each other. And then ForToken, like you said, the Treasury holds 25% of the supply of ForToken, which means 25% of the rewards go to the Treasury and BNB, and we can use that BNB to pump all the tokens. So it's kind of just it's all helping each other. And another thing that you were talking about, that's a very important point, is you were talking about how there needs to be outside sources of revenue coming in, because if it's just taxes, then it does appear to be just a Ponzi. And we have worked very hard from the beginning to have outside sources of revenue. As soon as I brought Lucky and Yanni onto my team, that was the first thing that they started working on, was getting outside sources of revenue. Which one of the first things we did was we invested in Prisma token, which is a passive revenue token. They're going to have their V2 coming out soon, but they do bot trading, and they pay out monthly when you do proof of hold staking with their tokens. And then we also invested in Prosperity Truth Coalition right when it was launching, and so Kevin was one of our early partners. And then which is another passive revenue project. And then we also we invested with Prisma. We created the Prisma One NFTs. So these NFTs, which are sold, they've been sold out for a long time, and that BNB was swapped over to USDT, I think, and they are trading Ethereum with that. They put it into their Ray bot, and they trade Ethereum with it. And the revenue from that is compounded for at first it's going to be compounded for a 2-year period, and then the first payout will be made to the NFT holders, and then after that it will be compounded for a year at a time, and with a once yearly payment to NFT holders. And the way that that's going to help our ecosystem is our treasury holds the equivalent of 51 of those NFTs, and the payments for those NFTs is going to get pretty high in the coming years. And the Prisma team uses very safe trading strategies, just like WarFi and Warhaven, and they've had nothing but green months so far, and just a 100% win rate. And it's not crazy gains each month, but we're going to let it compound. And the magic of compounding interest is going to create a lot of revenue going to those NFT holders, as well as coming to our treasury, which we then will use all of that revenue to pump our tokens, and maybe eventually hire James Pelton for an AMA, because he's the GOAT. So we've been wanting to hire him for a long time, but.
Always good to do the AMA with James Belton. We've done a few AMAs with him and everything. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, I know he's like the he has like some kind of he's like the official YouTuber for WarFi, isn't he?
He's a partner with WarFi team. That's correct.
Yeah. I've seen him do AMAs with them. Yeah, so. That's the plan. We've got the Prisma One NFTs that are going to be bringing a lot of revenue in, and we've got our other sources of revenue that we're working on. And aside from that, it's just a time thing, and all of these tokens are going to be worth a lot more in the future. And in the meantime, ForToken is going to be paying out BNB, to holders. So. Oh, we have Yanni's reminding me we also have a gold trading bot. So I forgot about that.
Oh, gold trading bot. I'm curious actually. So how does that work like?
That is it's actually our friend Greek and NR. They
nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guys. And they were trading gold with this trading bot. And it was doing really well, and NR started talking to us about it, and so we invested some of the treasury funds in that gold bot. And it's NR that runs the bot. Yeah, Greek is just partnered with him a little bit on it. But we invested some treasury funds in there, and that's going to be bringing us some revenue soon. it's just been building up so far. But yeah, that'll be another nice source of revenue.
So you got quite a lot of diversification in the amount of external revenue that's coming into the one token ecosystem to support.
Yes, we do. Yeah. And speaking of, Lucky actually has been buying up some blue chips for us and other big tokens just to kind of deepen our treasury funds. Like we have some holdings in some big tokens like XRP and Litecoin and some other stuff that Lucky knows is going to go up a lot. So there's in the coming months and years is going to be like a lot of money that we'll have to put into this ecosystem.
There's another thing I wanted to ask Oliver, which I saw on your Discord. And maybe another potential partner that you lots are discussing with. Is that still going ahead? I think it's PvP or something like that. It's called.
Yeah, that's our newest partner, PvP Money. Yeah, I did an AMA with them on Friday, and yeah, it's like a crypto casino, and they are about to. I think they just came out of beta, so they just launched, and they've got different. They've got different like casino type games you can play. They've got like roulette, and they're gonna have Texas Hold'em eventually. They're working on that. They've got this game called Plinko. I think it's called Plinko, where like these balls like go down and
Yeah, they got. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah.
talking about.
And so people have been having a lot of fun with that. And it's just it's the cool thing about PvP Money is it's gambling where the house has a very small edge. I think it's a 0.66% edge, whereas usually I guess the house has more of an edge than that. I don't know anything about gambling. I just know that they've tried to tailor this so that the most people win, without obviously wrecking the house. The Vitruvian Warrior is saying they're in public beta at the moment. But it's pretty good odds if you go in there. We actually had some people from the community go in there. One of our community members, Blacksmith, went in there and won $1,800. And then there were some other people that were winning some pretty good, pretty good amounts of money. But it seems like it seems pretty cool. So yeah, they're our newest partner, and we actually have a link with them that if you use the link and you go in there and play, then we get 10% of whatever fees they collect off of you being in there playing. So that'll be another passive source of revenue for us.
I actually tried going on to their website actually to have a look at it. Unfortunately, my jurisdiction it doesn't allow, so I was denied access.
Yeah. It's not allowed everywhere.
Yeah, regulations in it. What can you do?
Yeah, yep. But people have been having a lot of fun in there.
That's good.
So yeah, we're just always growing and building, and just always planning for the future. And Andy is saying VPN, baby. They can't recommend that. They kept saying that. They can't recommend that. But I've heard that, maybe that works. So yeah, we it's I think our ecosystem, it's very simple. Like Lucky likes to say, we're making investing as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. It used to be as easy as 1, 2, 3, but now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just it's simple tokens that are meant to help each other and just go up in value over time with these external revenue sources that we have. And they're just very low supply tokens. We're burning the supply of 1 token. We have plans to burn the supply of 3 token, which is odd. We're burning the odd tokens. We're not burning the even tokens. 2 and 4 we're not going to burn. 2 has an 80,000 supply, so it's already pretty low. And then 4 token has a 4 million supply. And I think there's no benefit to burning any of the supply because it's a reflection token. But and like you were saying, with 4 token, the tokens in the LP are not getting rewards. So like let's say hypothetically there's 1,000,000 tokens in the LP, that means each token you hold is actually worth 1.25 tokens as far as the rewards go, as far as the BNB rewards go. So there's a little less than 1,000,000 tokens in the LP right now. There's like 730,000, I think.
There's also something else I worked out. You know me, how I like to do my maths and everything.
Mhm.
And this is actually something very positive about 4 token. I'm going to say right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So as people sell, the 4 token, as the price appreciates higher, okay, and there's more tokens going into the LP. This means those tokens of the LP obviously are not getting any BNP. So
Mhm.
those who are still holding the 4 token, even though the price is going up. Now remember, Oliver, you've also got external revenue you guys got, okay, which
Mhm.
is like backing these up. So those people will actually get a higher percentage of BNP payout compared to before when there was more circulating supply amongst other people. So that's something for investors to take into account. I just thought
Yeah.
I'd just point that out, of course, because I like to math everything out.
Yeah, yeah. There is definitely some cool aspects to this, and it really doesn't matter if people are buying or selling. We encourage anything because it all contributes to the BNB rewards. Obviously, if there's a lot of people buying, then if you double your money, you can sell half and get your ROI right away. But any kind of volume is going to create those rewards for people, and we're actually doing a buy competition this month, which I always forget to mention, but I'm remembering finally. But we're doing a buy competition all this month until May 17th. And it is if you, for every 1,000 tokens that you buy, you get an entry into this competition. And I apologize for those dogs barking. But for every 1,000 tokens that you buy, you get an entry into this competition, and you don't have to receive 1,000 tokens, because with the 14% tax, if you buy 1,000 tokens, you receive 860. You just have to. It's not my dogs, buddy. My dog is on the ground right here next to me, but they should let those dogs out. Yeah, I should just go open the gate over there. But that when you buy 1,000 tokens, we see that on Deck Screener as 1,000 tokens were purchased. Even though you receive 860, we still see on Deck Screener that 1,000 tokens were purchased. That's an entry for you. And so there's 3 prizes in this competition. The first prize is 12,000 tokens. The second prize is 6,000 tokens, and the third prize is 2,000 tokens. And that's why we call this competition the Who Wants to Be a Whale buy competition, because if you win first prize, you become an automatic 4-token whale. That's 12,000 tokens is a nice amount right there. And so the other thing is about this buy competition. A lot of times, well, what we've done in the past has been buy and hold competitions. This one, you don't have to hold. You can buy those tokens and sell them right away if you want. We don't care. So it's just a buy competition with no need to hold. And each 1,000 tokens you purchase is an entry. And we'll be looking at Deck Screener and tallying up those entries. And on May 17th, we'll pick those three winners at random and announce them in the Discord. And honestly, you don't have to be in our Discord to win. If you just buy 1,000 tokens, you never need to set foot in our Discord. We will just pick those a random winner there and just send the tokens to that person. So it could be someone that's not even in our Discord, and all of a sudden they get 12,000 tokens out of the blue. So
That'll be a good surprise for them.
yeah, I know, right? So that's the buy competition going on this month, and just buying and selling, you don't get disqualified for selling. So yeah.
Speaking of rewards, me and Oliver, we've decided to do a little giveaway as well for all of our audiences. Okay. So Oliver, I believe you're giving away 2,004 tokens, you stated.
Yeah, correct. So for everyone who
Warhaven will
stayed till the end.
yeah, and Warhaven will be giving away 50 Shadow Slayer tokens to everybody.
Nice.
Oliver, would you
And
like to go first?
how many are
Sorry.
how much are Shadow Slayer tokens worth right now?
Shadow each shadow slay token are worth approximately around $3.75 right now.
Nice. All right. Very nice. All right. So I don't know. How do you want to do this? I
Well,
usually do a very simple giveaway.
What's your method? What do you do?
I usually write a number on a piece of paper and I tell people to guess between 0 and 100.
What? Oh man, you know what? I was thinking of a same method like that actually. Okay, I'll make mine different actually. Okay, I'll let
Okay.
you go first. I'll let you go first.
All right.
Right,
Hold on. I need to go get a piece of paper. I'll be right back.
Okay.
This is very high tech. All right. So you get no, Mike. I'm not ready. Don't start guessing yet. Don't start guessing yet. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a number between 0 and 100. Okay. And Andy, if you're looking for our Discord link, it'll be in the description. So I'm going to write a number between 0 and 100. And when I tell you guys to start guessing, just start typing whatever number you think it is. And the first person to guess the number right is going to win. Yanni, are we doing this in one part or two part? Like 1,000 each or 2,000 for just that one person? I don't know if Yanni's still here. I think, yeah, so I just saw him. Oh, not yet, Vitruvian Warrior, not yet. Because we're giving away 2,000 tokens. I'm wondering if we give. All right. We're going to give. All right, let's do this quick. We'll give 2,000 to one person. All right. So I'm going to write down the number right now. Okay. Number is written down. All right. As soon as I see go ahead and start guessing. Numbers between 1 and 100. Go ahead and start guessing, people. And the first person that gets it, I'm going to say stop. No, 656 now. Oh, Mark's here. Usually there's a ton of people guessing, so this might take a minute. I might have to narrow it down. Nobody yet. Okay, hold on. Now they're coming in. Whoever guesses the right number gets 2,004 tokens. Nobody yet. Oh, you just got told off for spam? What's going on? Someone was close. See Yanni guessing. There's people getting close. YouTube's telling Mike to take a break. I might have to make this between, something and something. Nobody's guessed it. Oh, Andy got it. 47.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good job, Andy. All right. Well done, Andy. Andy got it, guys. So, Andy, let me see. Hold on. I saw the number up here. He was just going down. Let me see. Here we go. 47. Andy, if you want to DM me your wallet address, we will get those tokens out to you, buddy. And my Discord, I'm OliverT on Discord. So just get me your wallet address and we will get those tokens out to you. So there you go. 2,000 tokens to Andy. Well done, buddy. How do you want to do yours, Raj?
Right, let's see. We got quite a lot of people in the chat here on YouTube. You know what? I want to try and give as much as possible, okay, to everybody something. So we've got 50 Shadow Slayer token, and I'm going to give 2 Shadow Slayer token to each person. So the first 25 people who go into Warhaven Discord in the newcomers channel and tag my name will qualify for 2 free Shadow Slayer tokens each. Go. We got Yanni Boy, who's the first. Blacksmith Ford, Lord Business, Phil Dunphy, Apps, that's 5. Mike 1, congratulations, that's 6. DRB, okay, writing's going a bit too fast for me.
How many
Mike,
winners
you've
will there
already
be?
done it. You can't do it twice, repeat. That's cheating. I'll
Nice
delete
try.
that one. Don't worry, Mike, you've already won as well. Okay, so I'm just going to remove your second message.
Very cool.
1, 2, how many can I do? You only do one, Mike. My easy lady justice, only once, please. Let's keep it to 1, people. Yeah, it just makes it easier for us to keep count.
Let me find Mike's comments. So how many winners were there, Raj? I think he's taking care of the winners right now. Well, that was cool. Mike was very zealous tonight. Well, thank you, everyone who's hung out with us this long. Man, we've been chatting for an hour and 17 minutes now. Only 8 people. Well, 9 now. Oh, so that means there's one more person that can win? Holy cow. No, May, but if you go into the Warhaven Discord, I think, and you... What do you have to do? I forget what you even have to do. No, there was 25 spaces. Oh, to each... Oh, holy cow. Tag Raj. There you go. In newcomers. In the newcomers chat in Warhaven, just tag Raj, and there's 25 people are going to win 2 Shadow Slayer tokens, and there's only 9 people that have taken advantage of this. Thank you. Thank you, Blacksmith. Thank you, Yanni. Very good, Maisie. Yeah. Yeah,
so, Oliver, I just want to ask you, okay, obviously you got the 4 token out, which has been a success, right? Do you have like any plans, like maybe a 5th token in the future as you expand and grow?
No. No, we our developer Cyril Kier, I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah, very smart guy he is. I've done a few AMAs with him actually.
Oh yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
He's I met him when I did my first AMA with Mad Hatters, with Mad Hatter of the Pillars, I should say. And I met Serenity through him, and Serenity did an AMA with me, and that's when I met Cyril. He brought Cyril on, and had no idea who Cyril was. And then I spent 3 hours talking to him on that AMA, and Cyril just became a friend immediately. And he's the one that developed 2, 3, and 4 token for us. He's also the one that made our website. He's the one that made the 2 token claim Dapp. He's just been doing all of our dev work ever since. He's been wonderful. And what was I going on about Cyril for?
I was asking if you're going to have a fifth token, and
Oh
then
yeah,
you.
yeah. So, anyways, he's he's the one that that created 4 token for us, and he told us that if we had any plans of making a 5th token, he would stop being our dev. So that was that put an end to talks about that. But also, we weren't planning on it. It's just there were people, you know, in the Discord. After you've put out 4 tokens in a year, there's people in the Discord that are going to joke about, is there a 5th token or a 6th or 7th or 8th token? You know, so. The plan is to stop at 4. So
No worries. But yeah, I mean, with Cyril, with you guys, you're in good hands. Like I said, I've had a good opportunity to speak with him a couple of times. We did some AMAs in Warfi with him in the past. He's a very smart, intelligent man. He knows what he's talking about. So
yes,
you're in.
he actually when he created 4 token, it is actually, it's a really loud truck driving by. It's actually a fork of another project, and when he went through the contract for this project, he actually found a couple things that needed fixing, and he fixed them, and it works beautifully now. So we were very blessed to have him do that for us, because he's just a master. And the 4 token works flawlessly. It's been working beautifully. There were some people at one point with 4 token, because the rewards get sent out on a like every 2 hour schedule type deal. There were some people saying, "Hey, I didn't get my rewards that were sent out, 4 hours ago or so," and it's because the way that Cyril designed it is, when gas gets really expensive on BSC, it actually has a failsafe to where it does not use an inordinate amount of gas to send out the rewards. And as a result, sometimes not all the rewards get sent out at one time if gas is very high. And what it'll do is those rewards will just be held in limbo. They're not lost. They're still going to go to where they need to go, to the people it needs to go to. It's just it'll happen the next reward cycle, or it'll happen like in a couple hours. So if you don't get your rewards right when the rewards are sent out, just wait a couple hours, they'll show up. And it's just to save on gas, so that the BNB that the contract stores up isn't being all spent on gas. So it just limits the amount of gas that's used up. But that's only when the gas gets high on BSC, which is not terribly often. So
That's a smart way of doing things, of course, because gas plays an important part, when it comes to doing things efficiently. So when
yeah,
the gas is a bit more low and everything, optimize it to
yeah,
get those rewards sent out. So that's good thinking, of course. And as I said, like Tyrell, he's a very smart, intelligent man.
he
Nice
is.
dude. And I spoke with him, and he knows what he's doing. He knows his stuff.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
oh yeah. He's been wonderful for us. Um, yeah. Let me think. Hold on. Let me see if there's any other cool aspects of 4 token I've just completely forgotten to tell you guys. Oh, we hit number 29 on Deck Screener a few days ago. That was pretty cool. Oh, and we've did I say we've paid out 20 BNB in rewards already? I think I did. But yeah, in 9 days we've paid just a little over 20 BNB in rewards already, which is that's like $13,000 or something, I think. So
it pays like over, well, it's $605 right now. So 605 times
oh
20,
wow, it's
over
been pumping.
12,100. So that's good. You know,
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. People are seeing profit and everything. Everything's working smoothly and
yeah,
everything. No issues at all. And that's good. And
yeah,
I always, like earlier on, I was saying to Oliver in the chat, in this day and age, it's very, very important that good projects network and work together, So this way, it gives like a safe haven for investors to go to projects where the founders and the team, they have the best interest of their community and, in their hearts and everything. We've all been
mhm,
there, seen projects where, all this hype and everything. Next thing you know, on the launch day, the dev has stolen the funds or something, or there's been an exploit, or even the founder has. And I always believe, like, through test of time, like one token, it's been around for a while right now. Warhaven, it's also been around for a while right now.
Yeah.
And as long as, like we are still around and we have products that are working, making people money, it doesn't have to be moonshot, but as long as it can help supplement the normal, living expenses, that is what I call financial security, to have an
Yeah.
extra source of income coming in to help with your living expenses, because if you can get to a level where your passive income is helping fund your entire living expenses, just the basic living expenses, you can now save the money from your real life job to do other things in life. You don't have to be a multimillionaire, but at least you'll be comfortable
Yeah.
and not have to worry about bills. That's what I call financial security.
Yeah.
And I'm proud and I'm glad to be like, have that connection with you, Oliver. You're one of the few people I actually respect in the DeFi space.
Well, thank you, Raj. I feel the same way about you. You're definitely.
Thank
It's very clear to everyone that you're an honest guy, and you guys at Warhaven are doing the right thing. I mean, the track record that Warfi and Warhaven have is immaculate. So yeah, you guys are definitely the type of partner that we want to have. So we've actually built up some really good partners. PTC, obviously, with Kevin, and you guys, and Prisma the same way. They're really good, honest guys over there. And then even PvP Money, their thinking is to make the house have like such a small edge that the people that are coming and playing are winning a lot. They're not just going there and losing their money all the time. And so they're very investor focused, and that's the type of partners that we want to have. So this is great.
It'll be
All good.
interesting, like the future, to see what else both sides we can accomplish and everything. And you never know, maybe one day, Warhaven and One Token, maybe we can do a collaboration and build something together in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that. We
Yeah.
are always open to something,
Mm,
doing cool stuff.
yeah.
Well,
There's three
it's
minutes left. No, I'm just saying there was 3 minutes left for the Shadow Slayer token reward. So come on, guys, get that name tagging going on.
yeah, yeah.
2 minutes left.
Well, did you have any final thoughts, Raj? Because I think my wife is getting hungry inside. So,
No, I think that's pretty much covers everything from both sides, of course. And I just want to thank you, Oliver, for this joint AMA. When
pleasure.
Kevin told me like you want to do an AMA, I was like, oh yeah, it's Oliver, definitely.
Thank, thank you, Raj. I thought it was hilarious when you said that you wanted to make it seem like we were having a fight or a feud or something.
Yeah,
I thought,
everybody just so you know, that was just a marketing, joke and everything. I mean, we all see like these AMAs, like like the Twitter post, like right, we're just doing an AMA with them, etc. So we just thought, like, hey, you know what? Let's just shock people a little bit, get that word out. So this way, a bit more exposure. So that way, like even in Warhaven, there were people who were asking me about, who Oliver was, and this is what I wanted. I wanted people to ask about you so that you get more exposure, just to help, your token out, so
yeah,
people know
no,
more about your token.
no, it was great. It was great. I appreciate it. Did you point them to the YouTube video I made where I called you a douchebag? That was
Oh yeah, I posted that already. I found that hilarious. I was like, wait a minute, what did I say?
'Cause I just thought it was hilarious when you suggested that, because I'm like, I don't know anybody more polite than Raj. So how on earth would me and him get into a fight?
I
But-
know.
and you were like,
That
just be as insulting as possible. I was like, all right. Uh,
That's the good thing, like I mean, like you and I, okay, we have tremendous respect for each other, of course. And sometimes a good friendly brotherly banter is a nice touch, of course.
yeah,
So when I told our Twitter manager, Pat, great guy, he's the guy who created that GIF and everything for the Twitter, he was shocked at first, like, wait, this is what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
I go, yeah,
Yeah.
we're just going to cause some shock factor. So he created that GIF. He spent 3 hours creating that just for us.
That was
He's an
great.
amazing, talented guy, Paddy's.
It's the thumbnail for this video in case you're wondering what he's talking about. And then there were people in my Discord. They were like, I'm ready to fight. Who's this Raj guy?" I was
Oh, yeah, I read that.
uh,
That was hilarious.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, guys, I've taken a screenshot of everybody who has posted or tagged my name. So congratulations to all those who have tagged my name. You all will receive your share from the 50 Shadow Slayer token. So since we've had less than 25 people who have tagged my name, this means you'll be getting higher than 2 Shadow Slayer tokens each. Congratulations.
Cool. Right on.
I will personally tag each of you lots for you to open a ticket after the Amy.
All right. And Andy, we will be sending you those 2004 tokens. I'll tell Lucky to handle that. So as soon as he's back on, he'll get those to you, buddy. All right. Well, thank you, Ann. Thank you, Raj, for doing this with us. And thank you, Warhaven and the Slayer ecosystem. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And it was a pleasure talking to you, Raj, as always. And
Thank you very much, Oliver.
yeah, and we'll do this again.
Definitely. Can't wait.
All right. See you guys.
Take care.